And then, of course, last night, the Detroit Lions, thanks to 2 field goals that just snuck inside the upright. It was so cool. The first one almost hit the right upright. The second one almost hit the left upright.
You can see the shadow on both times.
Incredible.
It was that close.
We both, because my Christian's friend was over and we were all watching the game, and we all had the same reaction. It was just like, oh, my God, I can't believe it did that again.
Absolutely amazing.
But it lends the discussion that both teams right now appear to have some sort of destiny. Now, with the Chiefs, obviously, they've been very successful, so this isn't some underdog story. But they are undefeated with some rather fortuitous events. And I'm not even saying that the officials are on their side, which many people on many sides have been telling me over and over again. Well, where's your option about the Chiefs getting help from the referees? But the first game against the Ravens, the toe being out of bounds. The Bucs last week, Tampa with the momentum doesn't go for 2. The Bengals game comes down to a walk-off long field goal. And then yesterday happens. And then the Lions.
What's the reasoning behind the Lions being the team of destiny? They're kicking ass every week.
They were down big on the road to Houston. And Jared Goff threw 5 interceptions.
Yeah.
It has been 54 years since a team had to come from behind by that many points down, throwing that many interceptions.
Sure.
So
that's not devil magic, though. It's just being a better team.
No, I didn't say devil magic. I said team of destiny.
Somebody else said devil magic.
No.
Chris
team
says
of
Chiefs
destiny.
are doing devil worship. Yeah, I didn't know. Team of destiny. No, it's just they're a good football team.
Wow. John's trying to paint a beautiful story, a fun
and Josh is crapping all over it.
Yeah,
Josh,
you're
in a mood. You in a mood, Josh?
Destiny.
Why are you in a mood, Josh?
No,
Josh,
I'm in a great mood.
Josh, you're in a bad mood.
John, I'm on board with it. Continue, please.
It is. It's a great story.
Don't let this goober make you feel bad.
Team of destiny. What are we,
12?
Yes.
And it's the Detroit Lions. You know when the last time the Detroit Lions won a Super Bowl?
Never.
It's been, believe it or not, longer than the Cowboys.
The Chiefs aren't going to make the Super Bowl, first of all. The Lions are the best team in football, second of all. Like, that's why they're winning games. Like, they're good. What do you mean, team of destiny? They made the plays. They blocked the field goal at the end of the game. This wasn't some random bounce. They made the play. They blocked the field goal. The Chiefs made plays. They got takeaways themselves. How many takeaways did they have? 3? 2 or 3? What? You asked a question. I gave you an answer.
Why are you in such a bad mood?
I'm in a great mood. You were in a pissy mood earlier. Don't even pretend like you weren't.
Seems like you're in a very bad mood.
Team of destiny? What? No. That doesn't seem like a question.
It's a phrase that we use all the time.
Not you. You never say flowery things like team of destiny.
Which should just prove John's point that there's some cool things happening.
There's many cool things about it. Many cool things. Well, Aaron Schatz, friend of the Grum.
Yeah.
Tweeted out a couple of different graphics.
They're good. That's the question.
Settle down over there, Grumpy.
Man,
my name's George. I'm mad.
I'm in a great mood. I did a lot of research.
What's next? You and Jimmy Kimmel going to go off holding hands?
I don't know what that means. Stop making weird references no one understands, John.
Nobody understands.
I don't watch Jimmy Kimmel.
The Lions.
I'm 36. I'm not 100. Why aren't you watching late night TV like my generation?
He's so angry.
Is Jimmy Kimmel for 100-year-olds now?
I guess so.
How old is John?
I don't watch that.
You just made a reference to it.
I don't watch Jimmy Kimmel because I can't stand him.
Good point. So here is the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, pretty good.
Look at that fate, that destiny.
That fate.
My
so
God.
They are the, according to Aaron's numbers, which go back to 1979, these are all of the, these are the best teams in terms of DVOA through 9 games. The Lions are 13th on this list. But of the teams that are ahead of them, 7 ended up winning a Super Bowl that year. 1 lost the Super Bowl, the Patriots, and 3 lost in the conference championship game. Only 1, the 2003 Chiefs, failed to win a playoff game from this illustrious list of franchises.
This list of destiny.
Chiefs, that was a good team, and then they ran into the Colts.
Yes.
And Peyton Manning.
Yes, they did.
Who was having his first postseason.
So that's where the Lions are.
I'm in like a legitimately good mood today. I'm surprised that John asked team of destiny. No one can see you. We're not on camera right now, John. You made the full screen graphic. John is winking into his camera for those who are watching on the
video. Would this make you better?
There we go. Yeah.
He's in a great mood.
I'm honestly in a lovely mood.
His team definitely did not lose big yesterday and got blinded because their owner's an idiot.
I don't give a crap about them anymore. They're stupid.
Back to Team of Destiny, the Kansas City Chiefs.
Not them. Here's an argument for why they are actually not the Team of Destiny. the list of teams that they fit in with.
These are the teams that had the lowest DVOA according to Aaron's numbers for a 9-0 franchise.
Yeah.
And of the teams that are on this list, only one, the 2006 Indianapolis Colts, eventually won that year's Super Bowl. Two others on this list, the 2009 Colts and the 2015 Panthers, lost the Super Bowl. 5 of the teams on this list lost their first playoff game.
It's so funny, too, because this morning I was talking with Mike Schaefer, and this was before this tweet from Aaron Schatz. I compared the Chiefs to the 2020 Steelers. I said, do you remember that Steelers team? They were 11-0, and then they fell apart at the end of the regular season. He goes, yeah, then they lost to the Browns. I go, yeah, that's what this team reminds me of. And then they show up on this exact same list. This is perfect.
This team is kind of the opposite of what they were last season, because last season they started out kind of crappy, and then they turned it around.
You know who else they remind me of? Last year's Eagles team. Remember last year's Eagles team pulling all these games out of their butts? And we're like, yeah, they can't keep this up, can they? And you know what the answer was? No, they could not keep it up. You know what happened? They lost a lot of games, and then they lost in their first game in the playoff.
So Sirianni and Jalen Hurts.
I wish I should have saved this tweet.
Something similar is going to happen with the Chiefs.
One of our fine friends of the Grum responded, because we asked a poll question. If you could put the Chiefs and the Lions on the field today, neutral field, who would you take to win the game?
Lions.
57% picked Detroit, 43% picked Kansas City. Something to go a little against your grain. I don't have the tweet right in front of me, but it basically said, if there's any team that could take these numbers, the Chiefs numbers, and say,
and still win,
throw them out the window, it's that Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs in the playoffs are a different animal. And last year is a great argument, because that was a Chiefs team that just kind of that futzed around pretty much most of the season.
The
Futz boys.
Lost on Christmas Day to a bad Raiders team.
Yeah.
Went into the playoffs, didn't have a whole lot of mojo behind them, and then what did they do?
They won it all. I will present a counter to your counter. The 1990 San Francisco 49ers had a quarterback who was previously referred to as the GOAT. And people said, yeah, what do you mean? You're going to pick against Joe Montana in the playoffs? 2 of the teams that didn't win the Super Bowl had Peyton Manning, 05 and 09. Those teams didn't win it. And the 2011 Packers had Aaron Rodgers probably at his peak. So
that 1990 49ers team ran into that 1990 Giants team.
There you go.
Which shows up on the Detroit list.
Chiefs won't run into the Lions, but if they did, they would definitely lose to the Lions. But they won't make it that far.
You're just doubling down on your prediction that they won't win a playoff game. And that's fine. That's fine.
Are you changing your tune on the Chiefs?
That's fine, Grumpy Gus. So, you stick with your gun.
You're so weird.
Do you think it's going to end up being Lions-Ravens?
Could. Why couldn't it?
Because the Ravens can't get out of their own way half the time. How are they losing games?
Well, they won on Thursday.
They did, but how? I mean, they're what?
Could be the Bills.
Are they a game and a half or 2 games behind Pittsburgh?
They have 3 losses, so they haven't played yet. So I don't know. I don't know who has played more games.
It's just weird. The Ravens are really good.
Yeah.
Offensively, they're really good.
Yeah, defense has taken a step back this year.
And yet they, I want to say it's them. But then what do the Chiefs do? They win.
What about the Bills?
Well, the Bills futzed around with the damn Colts yesterday. Colts are terrible.
Yeah. People like futzing. It's the NFL. We don't apologize for wins in the NFL.
So the Bills usually struggle in the playoffs,
The Chiefs have been futzing with everybody this year. Every week they
just like they did last year. Until the playoffs.
And they keep futzing and they keep winning. You know why, Josh?
Why?
Destiny.
No, it's not because of destiny. It's definitely not because of destiny.
They should have lost at least 3 of these games.
Pedro says, "Hi guys, Josh, you seem like such a nice guy." Thank you, Pedro. Why is
he in such a bad mood?
Why does someone losing their job make you so happy? Well, because I want Nebraska to be good. That's why. My apologies.
John,
yes,
I'm on board with this team of
Congrats.
destiny.
You got him on your side. That's the person you want on your side of the argument.
Yeah.
Hey,
now who's the dumbass?
3 years ago, I wouldn't have cared.
Yeah,
I've come around.
That's true.
I care.
I do like that you have football takes.
Amazing
no, I just forget whatever the vernacular is. I like the fact that you have these 2 franchises right now who appear to be, even though they're not on each other's schedule, but it does almost feel like they are destined to meet in the Super Bowl and challenge all of this.
Interesting. I don't think so at all.
I
really
think they are. I
really
think Kansas City, I think they will end up in the Super Bowl because they just know how to get
If it's destiny, I think that we're destined to see a Lions-Bills Super Bowl because neither of those teams have won. If we're destined to get something, that would be the one. But you know what? Here's a comparison for you. Watch it end up being the 2003 World Series all over again. And it's like, oh my gosh, it's going to be Cubs-Red Sox. And then it's Yankees-Marlins for some reason. What's the equivalent of Yankees-Marlins? Chiefs?
49ers
No,
Steelers.
not again. Yes, that's the answer.
49ers Steelers.
No one wants that.
By the way, I'm sticking to my
Chiefs
prediction.
49ers again.
I'm sticking to my prediction. Because
Now I am mad.
I've already called half of it. But here's the other half. Steelers are beating the Ravens this week. And the first loss of the Kansas, because the Chiefs will not go undefeated. The first loss will be Christmas Day against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Dun, 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 dun,
No,
dun,
see,
dun,
now
dun,
that's
dun,
what,
dun,
see,
dun,
you're
dun,
rooting
dun,
for it.
dun,
You just
dun,
wanted to
dun,
do
dun,
Renegade
dun,
Day.
You can't say that I'm rooting for things, and that's
Did you
why I have
see
my
all those
opinions.
terrible towels in Washington yesterday? It was crazy. Dun, 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 dun,
God, I hate that stupid franchise.